The world wants to control your mind. And there's a battle for the way you think. Why? Because whatever gets your attention gets you.
What gets your attention is what matters.
Think about what you're thinking about. You got to decide. Are you going to let these things control you, or are you going to control them?
What I tell people all the time is, if they can't find one thing, they'll be distracted by many things. What you focus on expands.
If you hit a tree 1,000 times in 1,000 different spots, there's no guarantee it's going to fall. But if you hit a tree 1,000 times in that same exact spot, she gonna come to the ground. I need you to do the exact same thing every single day for the next 10, 15, 20 years and watch that tree come down.
Driven people destroy everything that gets in their way. You get my way, I'll bury you. Let me explain what driven means. The way that your eyes look, the way that you're paying attention in this room right now, it means everything. The little things don't mean a lot, they mean everything. How you wake up when the sun don't shine. How you wake up when you just lost your best customer. You lost 1 million, you lost 100, don't care. Don't care. I ain't going down, I'm staying high. I'm not going there.
Hold a vision of yourself being successful in the future with whatever you do. That's what you want to do, because your thoughts have magnetic power. Where focus goes, energy, persistence, faith, and determination flows.
You must wake up and take control of your mind. I don't feel like it. Shut your mouth. Winners live where quitters aren't.
Learning the art of becoming single-minded, learning how to concentrate, learning how to focus in. And you'll be surprised at the things that you're able to do when you learn how to block things out, when you learn how to keep thine eyes single.
Stay focused on your actions. Don't worry about what the haters say or what your ex-girlfriend says or your aunts and your uncles. Nobody gives. It's irrelevant.
You got to block out all the negative people. You got to block out every single obstacle, and you got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to stay focused.
If you look at documentaries on successful people, they are weird because they've seen things that no one else seen for their career path. They're living beyond what is expected because they were obedient to the vision.
Stay focused. Stop caring what everyone thinks about what you're trying to accomplish. They can't possibly know or care how you feel. You must make decisions based on what you want first. Everyone else has their own agenda. Why not you?
You should be so focused, so busy on your own life, keeping the main thing, until you're oblivious as to what's going on around you.
Everything seems like it's important when you try to make your goals become a reality, but everything is not important. You got to make a decision. What's first, what's second, what's third. You got to concentrate on one thing at a time, because if you chase 2 rabbits, you won't catch none. Action is important. Work is important, yes, but work with no concentration. Work with no focus means what? You're doing 3 things poorly. And what I'm trying to teach you is, don't do 3 things poorly. It's better to do 1 thing great. And so your concentration, what you're focusing on throughout the course of the day, it has to change. What you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're watching, the conversations you have. You must now be focused on your dreams. You must be focused on your goals. It's always a result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. And so in your life, I need you to get to that point where you become a master at this thing, a master at your life, a master at your goals, where you're 25 moves ahead. Like, you're so strategic. You got this thing, you strategize it. You got this thing mapped up. You're not just waking up and saying, well, whatever happens next week happens. But you become methodical about your life. You start planning stuff out. You start taking notes. You start checking. You start paying attention to things that you never take. You are 25 moves ahead. I want you to be like a master chess player where you're constantly thinking about what's next. I'm telling you right now, I need you to get focused. And when you get focused, it's okay to keep thinking about that same thing over and over again. But don't think about 10, 20 things. You get locked in like a pit bull on that one thing, and you focus on the now. You master the now. You become an expert of the now. I'm guaranteeing you, you're gonna blow up. This year, I will make this goal become a reality. I I won't talk about it anymore. And after today, I'm not playing games anymore. I'm not pretending anymore. I'm not doing the facade no more. I don't care what people say or think. I'm not doing that no more. I want the influence, the impact, the income. I want it. It might take me 5 days to do what it takes you to do in 1 day, but I'm gonna do it in 5. It may take me 4 weeks to read a book that you can read in a week. And guess what happens? If you don't have phenomenal skill, but you got phenomenal will, you can make up for skill. You ain't gotta be perfect.
Some of you right now, you only work when it's easy. You only work when you feel like it. You only work when it's convenient.
But if you don't feel like getting after it, I hope you feel like being weak. I hope you feel like not accomplishing anything, because that's what's gonna happen.
You will not blow up. The vision won't become a reality for you because you don't show up every day. You show up when you feel like it.
If you can only execute when you feel like executing, you will lose 100 times out of 100.
You gotta stop giving yourself a pass. I have watched people go after people in a way they never go after themselves. I have watched people judge people. Why they doing this or why they doing that? And this is terrible and that's terrible. They should be doing this and shit. With the same energy that you get on people, the same judgment you use, the same critique and criticizing you do, you don't do it for yourself. So I need you to turn yourself in the mirror and look in that mirror and stop giving you a pass. You give you a pass. You are not where you're supposed to be financially, and you can give yourself a pass. You know you better than that. You know you should be further in life, but you keep letting you slide. I need you to check yourself and change yourself and critique yourself. At some point, you gotta buckle down, and it starts with you looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down. And in order to get to where I want to get to, I need to discipline myself and maintain that discipline. Discipline means that you dominate when you feel like it and you dominate when you don't feel like it. Stop waiting for life to move you and you move you. Every day, move yourself. You gotta take control of your life. When you gonna wake up? What you gonna do when you up? You got to take control.
Because in this day and age, if you aren't careful, it's real easy to slide into cruise control mode. Don't do that with your life. Don't get on the road and just kind of let the car drive itself. When that's happening, you're not directing what's going on. You're not in control anymore. You're just drifting. It's not going where you want it to go. It's just going wherever it's going. Unintentional. So what are you supposed to do? I'll tell you what we're supposed to do. Go to manual mode. That's what you have to do. If you go in cruise control, you will scroll until you are dead. You have to go into manual mode. You have to turn the trash off. Because if you don't go into manual mode, I'll tell you what's going to take over. Your natural, psychological, and physiological instincts will take over. They'll follow the path of least resistance. Don't let that happen. You have to deny these things from happening. Don't allow yourself to be a victim of your environment. You think things are gonna just go your way? Well, they're not gonna just go your way. You think things are gonna just happen for you? Well, they're not just gonna happen for you. You gotta impose your will, you gotta be disciplined, and you gotta make things happen. Go make things happen.
When you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you get your butt up in the morning, you do what you said you were going to do anyway. When you don't feel like sacrificing, you get your butt up and you sacrifice anyway. When you don't feel like being dedicated to it, you stay your butt dedicated anyway because you understand what the process will go on to produce later on in your life. It's not about the outcome. Eliminate the outcome. And we have to get to the point where we're willing to impose our will on certain things. Impose your will on it. It's just as if you were facing an opponent. Life will give in to you if it knows you're serious about whatever it is that you're trying to do. Life will give in to you.
Any dream becomes a reality if you put the work ethic and dedication and sacrifice into it. When you're dead and exhausted like this, that should put a smile on your face, man. Because now you're doing something in your life.
In the beginning, things are gonna be hard. You're gonna have a hard time winning today. You're gonna have a hard time getting through the day, doing everything you need to do. You're gonna have a hard time doing those workouts, or sending all those emails, or making the calls you need to make. That is going to seem extremely difficult on day one. But here's the thing, once you get through day one, and you get through day two, and you get through day three, it starts to become habit because you start believing in yourself. You can look back and say, look, I got 7 straight days of winning the day, and you know what? I know I can win tomorrow. So you start to believe. And guess what? When you start to believe, That's when the magic happens. Once you start working consistently, momentum begins to carry you and begins to pick you up. And if you string enough good days, productive days, hardworking days, pursuing success, you can ride that momentum anywhere you want to go.
Your work starts working for you. That the efforts that you put forth, the things that you do, those things start working for you. And while you sleep and while you chilling, because of the work you put in, things just start happening for you. When you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, are there days you don't feel like it? I'm talking about less than 1%. I've been getting up so early for so long. I've dominated my sleep pattern. I've dominated my laziness. I've dominated procrastination. I've dominated so much. My body just clicked at 3 o'clock in the morning. Discipline. People who do stuff consistently and on time, they surpass people who talented and gifted.
If you do the work, you will produce the result. But so many of you still believe that it's luck. It doesn't work that way. And you can either choose to go on with your life buying that story, or you can choose to embrace the work right now and move down the path, take your beatings, get better from them, and become what it is that you are supposed to become.
I know what it's like to barely hold on, to barely feel like you're breathing, and barely feel like you can come up for air.
When you're down in that hole, look up. Look up and recognize that there is a way out. There is a path for you to take. And it's not an easy path. It takes courage and it's hard. But what is the other choice? What else can we do? Let the darkness completely consume us? Be overtaken by temptation and vice? No, do not accept that. You can triumph over these dark forces. You can become better. You can be better.
Growth is faster and deeper during your darkest days. Through that separation, through that unemployment, through that tragedy, through that loss.
And maybe you've been knocked down in your life and it seems like, hey, the fight is over. It is not over unless you quit.
You take those terrible events in your life and you create a new story of triumph. See, we gotta look our trauma in the face. We gotta embrace the pain and the darkness and allow it to mold us. The dark times are when we build higher, dream harder, push further, love deeper.
It's forming your future. It's pushing you forward.
When you go through a storm, it strengthens you. When you come through that kind of experience and able to reclaim your life, you come back with a certain kind of power and you'll never be the same again after that experience. There's certain things, when you go through those things and you come up out of those things, you come up a different kind of person, different spirit, different power, different energy. Don't ever say when you're going through some rough time, I'm going through a really bad, tragic time. No. Say, I'm going through a character building experience.
That setback is going to become a comeback.
Go through the darkness, come out on the other side something new, and allow that person to change the world.
Many of you, you're tired, or you're afraid, or you're anxious, or you're disappointed, because the very thing that you've hoped for, the very thing that you have fought for, has not happened, and you feel ready to give up in this moment.
It's lonely. You will be laughed at. People will call you crazy. You will be misunderstood.
It's going to get rough. It's going to be very challenging. Whenever you decide that you want to grow, whenever you decide that you want to go to another level, all will break loose. That goes with it. That goes with the territory. That when you want to grow, when you want to achieve, when you want to experience more, everything that can happen will happen.
In the middle of all that chaos, you got to remember that it's those low moments that will define who you really are.
The true character of a person is shown when your back is up against the wall. These are the moments that separate the successful from everybody else.
You know what you got to do to get to paradise? You got to fight like to get paradise. Paradise starts. It's the ones that can fight, the ones that come back, those are the ones that succeed.
See, whenever you decide you want to go to another level, you've got to fasten your psychological, your mental, and your spiritual seatbelt, because you're going to experience some turbulence when you're going up. And some of you are already experiencing that turbulence. Don't be frightened by that. You've got to go through this phase here. This is how you grow. This is how you develop. See, life is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go well, and sometimes they don't go well. But in the down moments, that's when you discover who you are. In this prosperous time, you put it in your pocket. In the lean times, you put it in your heart.
This is necessary for you to get where you want to go. And if you quit, if you falter, if you stop, all the pain will be for nothing.
You cannot get to success without suffering, sweating, sacrificing, staying locked in, and fighting your way through tears and trials and tests. But many of you think that greatness goes on sale, but true quality never goes on sale. It costs what it costs, and you gotta pay the price.
There are no discounts to success. Only grind, only perseverance, only sweat, blood, and tears. It ain't no shame in thinking about quitting. It ain't no shame in getting tired. But the trick is, don't let that thought become a reality. Say to yourself, I gotta rethink it and get this thought out of my mind. Why? Because the shame is in quitting.
And I'm telling you, I know you're in a storm, and I know it hurts, and I know you don't want to take it anymore. The ship is being overthrown with water right now. Your family seems like it's drowning at this moment. Your dreams look like you're seeing them from underwater. Whatever storm you found yourself in today, don't give up. You have not seen the best days of your life yet.
As you step into it, awkward and uncomfortable, as you move toward it, as you keep moving toward it, as you keep believing, keep trusting, keep coming, keep digging, keep going, keep flowing, keep showing up.
Just keep holding on with everything floating around you. Keep holding on to the peace that you got.
See, there's some people in this room right now that you need to hear this loud and clear. You need to get this in your spirit, because I don't know what you're walking through, but some of you right now, you are in a tough season. An event has happened, and something's happened, and maybe you have failed. But I want to remind you that failure is not final, it's formative. It is part of the process. It's part of the journey. Your failure matters as much as your success. How do you think you're going to grow if you don't ever fail? Yet some of you have failed, and you have decided, well, guess what? I'm a failure. No, failure is an event. It is never a person. Failure is actually fuel for your future. The way that you grow, the way that you advance. You have to fail in order to succeed.
If you do not give up, if you fight back, you can beat it. I know you have that warrior inside. And now I just need you to activate it. This thing will not be two. You might be one phone call away. You might be one opportunity away. You might be 1 second away from your entire life blowing up. You will never ever know if this was your moment, if this was your destiny, if this was your time, if you quit. So don't you ever give up on me. You keep fighting and you keep striving.
I don't care what it is. I don't care how many times you've had to cry yourself to sleep. I don't care how difficult it is. Don't you dare give up now, because whatever is over you defines you, and whatever defines you limits you. You better put some strength in your back, plant your feet, square your shoulders, and stand up to it.
Stand when it's uncertain. Stand when it doesn't feel good. Stand when it's controversial. Stand when it doesn't seem to be happening. Stand on what you know when you can't trust what you see.
Don't you dare sit down. Don't you dare crumble under the weight of it. Don't you dare give in because of the nature of it. Don't you dare go home and raise the white flag of surrender. This is not your season to die. This is not your season to quit. There's joy, there's peace, there's breakthrough, but you'll never see it if you don't stand up to it.
Most winning is not beautiful. It's not exciting. It's a grind. When you're making history, it very rarely feels like it. What it feels like is work. What it feels like is lonely. What it feels like is you're the only one doing it. But what you need to know is that when you're laying those bricks every day, and the person that you're competing against is laying them every third day, it's the person who can do it over and over and over again that separates themselves.
And what I discovered was that you don't have to be born in a certain neighborhood.
You don't have to have a certain socioeconomic status. It only takes one thing to get what you see other people have that you want, and it's called effort.
Our world is full of soft-ass freaking people. You can't be one of those. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a tough day. Hey, I look for a tough day. I was thankful for that. Matter of fact, at the end of a test day, a hard day for me, I'm like, thank you. I feel a euphoric moment getting through a test day. Every day, I want you to find hard stuff to do intentionally, because that's how mental toughness is created.
Make today the day that you stop choosing the easy path. You stop chasing the instant gratification. From now on, you choose the path that'll make you stronger, that'll make you better.
Inky, how you get in the NFL? How you get in corporate? How you get in the NBA? I start being consistent. I started going to class every day. I started going there early. I started doing all my homework. I became committed to myself. I became consistent. You will have to work for every single thing you get, and you gotta work every single day. If you're going to get your personal freedom, you gotta go get it. You gotta go earn it. The dream is real, but the lifestyle is realer.
Greatness comes from doing mundane that average people can't keep doing. It's not all being fired up, it's staying consistent, doing what you need to do over and over and over and over.
Easy doesn't pay well. And the only that win long term are the ones who are willing to do what they need to do when they don't feel like doing it. Discipline is a skill. Grit is a skill. Fortitude is a skill. These are things that you can develop. How do you develop discipline? By doing hard over and over and over again. You don't want to get up today? You get your up anyway. You don't want to make your bed today? You make in bed right now. You don't want to deal with that paperwork? You can deal with it now. You make yourself get it done with no hesitation, because what it does is it forces you through doing stuff that is going to be very uncomfortable for a long enough period of time that you start to understand how to execute when things are not ideal, when it's highly inconvenient.
Every time you push through, you will get tougher. You build strength, not just physical strength, mental strength. And every time you put forth effort, your will, your discipline becomes stronger. And every time you quit, your will and your discipline gets weaker. You cannot allow that.
Anticipate the fire. Anticipate the difficulty. Anticipate that it's going to suck. You have to teach your mind to honor the struggle. Every day you're discouraged. Instead of saying, well, I guess I'll quit. I suck. This is no good. It's never going to happen. You have to take control of the self-talk and honor the struggle. Literally tell your mind how to deal with the process. Tell your mind, no. This process, this hardship, this struggle, it's part of conditioning me to be ready for the dream, to succeed. This part of the struggle that I hate right now, it's developing character, it's making me force it, it's helping me challenge, it's making me grow. Because if you can survive this, if you can rise from this, you can crush anything. If you deal with this difficulty now, you will have intellectual, physical confidence for life.
What do you do on the days that you are not inspired? Do you have the habits and rituals and disciplines, the guts, the grit to step up and do the things that you know you need to do all the time, not some of the time? And when you stack up those all the times, those are the inches that you fight for that separate the greats from the average.
Life's not gonna get easier. It's gonna get harder. It's gonna get tougher. So you gotta get harder and you gotta get tougher.
And if you can execute on a plan that you set out for yourself, regardless of what happens, you cannot be stopped.
You know what's so funny? We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. Somebody gave you a guarantee, 30-day guarantee. In 30 days, if you don't make what they told you was gonna make, you got an attitude, you want your money back. But you've never demanded your money back from yourself. You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. You keep saying you ain't on the next level because the economy. You keep saying you ain't in the next level because it ain't the season. You keep saying you ain't in the next level because the opportunity ain't there. The truth of the matter is that you ain't there because you ain't there. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down. And there's some of you, you know what you want, but you are not personally willing to do the work it takes to get it. What you're trying to do is do what you've done on this level and get the next level. You like, I'm getting up every day. I'm putting in 2.5. I'm putting in 3, and I'm not getting the opportunity. The opportunity might require getting up and working out 3.5. It might require you saying no to your friends. It might require you changing your diet. It might require you moving to another city. Whatever it takes, you gotta be willing to do it. And you keep saying you're not there because of something else, because it's easier to blame somebody else. That's the problem with some of you. You always want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You owe you an explanation. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. You need to tell you no more TV, no more snacks, no more desserts, no, we working out now. You need to tell you that you owe you something.
You need to be in a big damn hurry. Time is running out on you. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. The separator between me and you and people that win and lose is what we do with those seconds. And you're too slow, you're too casual, you think too much. You need to get in a hurry because there's an end to your life and it's coming sooner than you think. It goes by in a flicker and at some point it's gonna be over.
And we want to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to start living life with a sense of urgency and using what we've got, using ourselves up, sharing what we brought into the universe to share. Because if we don't, nobody else will. Stop wasting valuable time. If we begin to live our lives as if each day were our last, our lives will take on a whole new meaning.
When you die, when life is over for you, I don't want you to have one idea left in you. I don't want one dream left in you. When you die, I want you to go for broke. I want you to get everything out your system.
We get one shot at this gig right here, life. So do not wait. Go forward.
For some of you, when you do what you do, you act as if you have another opportunity. I'm wired differently. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity, I have to reprove myself again. Every opportunity, I'm still nervous because the day you become convinced, the day you stop getting better is the day you die, is the day the person who's trying to get you will get you.
No more waiting for the perfect moment, and no more indecision, and no more lies. Take the action. Get out of bed, get your feet on the ground, step forward. Give every day everything you've got. Every ounce of energy, every bead of sweat, every drop till your last breath. And don't let another day slip by.
Where you are right now, in your job, in your career, in your finances, is a direct reflection of your work ethic.
Everything worthwhile is uphill. Nobody ever went uphill by accident. To go uphill, you have to be intentional.
What kind of effort are you giving?
Before any action or any inaction, ask yourself what I am doing, what I am about to do. Is it going to help me get where I am going? Is it going to make me stronger or weaker? Will it make me smarter or more skilled? Will this action move me toward the strategic long-term goals I am trying to achieve in my life?
You set out and you say you're gonna do something, do yourself a favor and don't lie to yourself. Because that is the worst thing that an individual can ever do. You think you lying to your peers. You think you lying to your teacher. You think you lying to your coach. At the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, you lying to you. You make your bed, you gotta lay in it.
I need you to be man enough, woman enough to look at your effort and ask him, where can I push myself? Can I read more? Can I study more? If financially you're not where you want to be, before you quit, I want you to ask yourself, what more can I do with this job? What are the gaps? Where can I serve? Where can I give more? What can I do more? Where can I sacrifice more? I want you to give more because listen to me very closely. You will never be let down. When you give more, you reap what you sow, you're going to get more. The more I practice, the more I study, the more I grind, the more magic happens.
It's way past hours right now. I can go home. Why am I sitting here? I'm sitting here because it's a workout. This is me at the gym. So you want to think of it like when you go to the gym, you're putting in work, you're building stamina. Because I'm challenging my mind to see the bigger picture, make connections, and to lock it in focus.
People that win in life, all they do is do the stuff that no one else wants to do. That's how they win. Losers do what they want to do. Winners do what they don't want to do. I don't want to be out here in the heat, but I know this. If I'm on my couch, I don't push myself on my couch. I don't learn how great I am on my couch.
How you do one thing is how you do everything. How hard do you work? What's your standard? How you hit that gym is how you're going to be as a man. How you study, how you prepare in school, you may think it doesn't affect how you're playing ball, it affects you. How you work out in the gym affects how you do your cardio, affects how you do in everything in your life. The way someone like you changes their career is you start thinking, I'm going to outwork everybody so that I begin to deserve stuff other people don't deserve. You get in that gym and crush it. You beat them before you get on the field. You outlift them. You outdiet them. You bust jerks when you're doing cardio. You do everything harder than them. And guess what? You're going to get to have things everybody's not going to get.
When you work your butt off, when you work on your dreams every single day, and you make them a reality, people will say you're just lucky. But the truth is, that luck you got is created in all the early mornings, late nights, working overtime, skipping parties, planning every day, focusing non-stop, putting in more effort than others are willing to, giving it everything you have. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
When no one's around, when no one's looking at you, when no one's cheering. It's just you and your shadow. Who are you? How do you hold yourself? How do you see yourself? What do you do when no one's watching?
Greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day.
You know what you gotta do to get to paradise? You gotta fight like to get to paradise. Paradise starts in. It's your early mornings, late nights, being misunderstood, having very few friends, being your own cheerleader. Are you those things? People always talk about, you gotta work smarter and not harder. No, you gotta work smarter and you gotta work harder.
You're gonna have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be consistent. You're gonna have to do it when nobody else is doing it. The greatest version of you is the disciplined version of you. The greatest version of you is the version that has parameters. No, I don't do that. I don't drink that. I don't go there with these people. I'm focused. I have a prize that's in front of me. I know what I'm supposed to do, and that ain't it. I have to stay right here. I discipline my body. I stay uncomfortable in these situations like an athlete, training it to do what it should. After I get disciplined to do it for a long time, I start desiring it. You are now turning a discipline into a desire. And now what was used to be a dread becomes something that you know is making you better. I'm better uncomfortable.
You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting after it every daggone day.
A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work.
Because he loves the process.
It is in practicing. It is in lifting weights. It is in resting. It is in eating right. It is in making good decisions that you look a certain way. It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. The real grind is in the dark when nobody sees you. When nobody knows what you're doing. When you putting in those extra reps, it is in the process that you get better. It's in the process that don't nobody know your name, and 5 years later, you're one of the best in the world. Why? The process. I don't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm broke. Then why do you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because I ain't finished yet.
The deeper the process, the greater the reward.
We're not living by the clock, man. If you got a clock says it's 10 o'clock, time to go to sleep, or 9 to 5, time to go to work. If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. 2 a.m., not a fucking person's here. I can put an honest day's work in here like more than anyone does in a week, and no one sees it, because it's supposed to be that way. This is the means to the ends. It's not the ends. You're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay dues, so later in life you never wonder what if. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to
go tomorrow. Our competition's asleep right now. We're getting ahead of that competition. The margins between first and loser, the second place finisher, growing and growing and growing. They're all gonna fight for second place.
Do you think Michael Jordan was interested in just being a basketball player? Do you think Kobe Bryant was just interested in winning championships? Interested is a hobby. You have to be obsessed.
Excellence is not an accident in somebody's life. When no one's watching, do you get up and run at 5 in the morning when it's pouring down rain? As a person of principle, a person of character that values who they are, and everything they do accordingly. You don't go in here blindly, you go in here with purpose, mentally believing it, like Muhammad Ali. He called himself the greatest fighter before he ever won something. He believed it. He had a strong directional path where he's heading, going to work every single day when no one's watching, paying dues every single day, so that this belief rises to a level of maturity that others are like, yeah, man, way to go. There's no half-ass here, half-ass there, half-ass there, and then when it matters, oh, I'll give it my all. It doesn't work that way. If you half-ass it here and there and there and there, you learn to half-ass. So when it does matter, you don't know anything else but half-ass. You will never succeed that way. Who stands up, picks up the trash when no one's looking? The same person that's on top of the podium later in life. If you start shortcutting these things, as if no one's watching, doesn't matter, eventually it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. It won't. If everything you do, you put your name to the best of who you are, how do you know you're on the right path?
You can think your way into stress. You can think your way into misery, frustration. But if you change your mind, it'll change your life.
If you're thinking about quitting, you're thinking about giving up, this is for you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
If it feels kind of dark all around you right now, I want to remind you, it is always the darkest before dawn. And dawn is coming.
But we all have a choice. The choice is you can let the outside noise affect you or drive you. What's it gonna be?
Well, let me tell you, I believe in revenge like Frank Sinatra. He said the best revenge is massive success.
It's all in the mind. Change your mind and it will change your life. You just have to wake up. You just have to break that negative spirit. You have to break through.
You must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas. Unquestionably, you do what it is you're supposed to. You're supposed to build something. You're supposed to create something. I don't know how to do it. Learn. Do whatever is required. Just go out there. It's possible you can get what you want. It's necessary. If you want it, you got to go into action. You got to be willing to experiment. You got to be willing to fail and to succeed. It's you, it's on you. You got to make that happen. Nobody's going to bring it to you on a silver platter and say, here's your dream manifested. No, it's hard. It's difficult. And it's worth it. You can't win it if you can't see it. The vision. You got to see yourself winning in practice. You got to see yourself winning the game. Then the championship, you got to see yourself. Then the playoffs, you got to see yourself. Wake up every single day. I was here before I was here. I was up this morning here. I've been here before. I was in this spot right here. I was talking from right here. I envisioned it. I saw it already. I see it before it happened. Every day you wake up, you gotta start with that vision. Like it's clear to you. Like you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it looks like. You know what it smells like. Like you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it.
Expand your mind.
Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone.
I need you to dream your way out of the hood. I need you to see yourself in Bermuda. I need you to see yourself in Dubai. You ain't trying to impress people. You don't care what people think deep down in your soul. You see yourself living your best life. You gotta see yourself doing it. You gotta feel yourself doing it. You gotta actually walk in it. You gotta go in the future, live it out, come back in the present, and start working toward it. Once the mind is stretched, and it's gonna be hard to stretch it, but once it's stretched, it can never go back to its original dimension. Stretch it for me. Stretch it for me. Every day, stretch it for me. Every day, stretch it for me. Expand it. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself enough to stretch it. It's your dream. It don't belong to nobody else. You take ownership of it. It ain't nobody else's. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Ain't nobody supposed to give you nothing. It's yours by any means necessary. You take it. You conquer. You are a warrior. You conquer. You make it happen. And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind. Ain't nobody got to believe in you. Ain't nobody got to talk about you. When you in the dark, working every single day, you reap what you sow. And at some point, you gonna be great. You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream. And every single day, you gotta wake up and put forth effort. Start working and developing yourself now and prepare yourself for what it is that you want because you expect to get it. I wake up every day and I expect it. I expect to win. I expect it to be a great day. If you can wake up feeling like a winner, if you can wake up talking like a winner, if you can wake up acting like a winner, if you can expect that everything you do will come out winning, I guarantee you can get it done.
What do you do when you feel like giving up? When you feel like, I don't have the energy to go one more step. I'm just gonna chuck it. I'm gonna give up on my marriage. I'm gonna give up on my job. I'm gonna give up on my dream. I'm gonna give up on my health. It's over. I'm done. Finished.
What do you do when you don't know what to do? And the things you should do, you don't do. And the things you shouldn't do, you do. It just seems like that my life is in shambles. It's a disaster. Nothing's working. What do you do? How do you get out of that? We all have shortcomings. We're all going to make mistakes. We're going to experience some disappointments and some failures. Why? That's a part of it. It goes with the territory of being a human being.
What do you do when you have no external motivation? It's about the internal. What do you say to yourself? How are you going to fire yourself up? What's that flame inside of you that keeps you going?
There are times you're going to want to give up. There are times you feel deserted. People will lie to you and you're going to run out of resources. That's a part of it. But that's how you grow. That's how you learn from life. So whatever you're experiencing right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass.
Look for the lesson in it all. You will grow through what you go through. The question is, are you willing to go through it?
So I want to honor all the workers in here. The person that shows up, the person that grinds from the bottom and hits their rock bottom and still goes on. The person that's in the car wiping tears off their face and then still accomplishing the mission. Because I'm telling you right now, you might not feel it now, you might not see it now, but it's gonna pay off in your life.
Failure is not falling down. Failure is staying down. I fail over and over and over again in my life. And that's why I succeeded. You get to make a choice. Is failure going to break you or is failure gonna make you? You get to decide. Failure doesn't.
You get to decide if I'm gonna be rich, poor, mediocre, happy, sad. You have a decision to make, but you have to claim it. You have to expect it. You have to live your life with the expectation that great things are coming your way, that your thoughts can create things.
You gotta be able to see it when it cannot be seen. You gotta see it in your mind's eye. You have to see it happening. You have to see yourself writing a book before the book is finished. You have to see yourself graduating even though the teachers are telling you that it's not going to happen. You gotta see it, because if you can't believe in it, you will never manifest it. But when you believe in it, you demand the universe to assist you in what you're doing. Before I leave this earth, the vision got to be done. That no matter what you're going through, you ain't gonna switch up. I'm telling you that you gotta be possessed with the vision.
You have to defeat the enemy. It's not the people online who don't like you. It's not the people that are judging you. It's not your past. It's not your circumstances. The enemy is an internal voice in you that's telling you that you're not good enough. The enemy is that fear. Even when your back's against the wall, you still say it's all. Even when you don't even have it figured out, you take what you know and you move forward with your life. Stop running from it and run to it. You don't quit. You don't give up. Stop running. Stop
Stop running and face it. Stop running, stop crying, stop whining, stop giving up, and you go take the fight to them. Go to the heat. The sooner the heat, the sooner the dream. Because your success is on the other side of the problem. Stop running from your pain and embrace your pain. Your pain is going to be a part of your prize. I challenge you to push yourself. Go get it. Don't run from it no more. Go get it. You gotta take that thing out. You gotta take the breath out. You gotta go get it.
When you taste these finer things of life, all the pain, all the work, all the sacrifice to get them is well worth it. If anything, it's a small down payment for the price and the reward you got. And once felt, how do you ever turn your back on it? Stop running from the potential of what you can be, guys. It's inside of you. It's always been there.
You set the tone for your life. Life happens to everybody, but winners approach it like victors and losers like victims. You're not a victim. Stop talking about I can't, I quit, I don't think I can make it happen. It's impossible. Stop talking like that. Stop cursing and start believing. And the only thing stands between your success, the only thing stands from you doing what you know you've been called to do. The only thing is you. Nobody can stop you. You're the only person that can stop you. So stop talking like a victim. Stop thinking like a victim. Stop acting like a victim and walk into your destiny. Walk into it. You sitting there hoping things gonna get better. You gotta work. This don't happen on its own. It's brick by brick by brick. Where do I start? I don't know. Pick a spot and go get it. You can start the process right now of turning it all around by getting up and getting to work.
Every champion has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream.
I want you to hold on. It may not happen in the time that you think is going to happen, but I want you to know something. If you quit, it's never going to happen. If you quit, if you give up, if you stop, if you do not persevere, you will never see it.
See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. As you walk this journey, you're going to see carcasses all over the place of people that didn't quite have it. That should inspire you because you got further than that person and that person. But you're not looking to get further than them, you're looking to finish.
I didn't get here through academics. I got here because I refused to quit. I said, I've been through enough pain, I got to get a reward for it.
So often, the key is that we just keep running. We stay positive, and we never give up. Life is not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a series of sprints combined with a boxing match. We're not just running, but we're getting hit along the way. And here's the key. Our optimism is a competitive advantage. Our belief, our positivity.
Why are we afraid of bloodshed? It might have to be some. It might have to be some crime and some separation and some letting go. It's okay.
All of these things that are happening to me right now, they're just temporary inconveniences. They're not stronger than I am. I'm in charge here.
Too often you have a dream of creating this or getting involved with there, but at the end of the day, sometimes this fear of will I fail, will I make it, will I achieve it, the challenge is learning to punch that fear right in its mouth. I'm talking about the fear of that voice in the back of your head that makes you think that you can't. And you know what? Maybe you'll make a mistake, but you're failing forward. The thing that we have to continue to passionately, uncompromisably not give in on is the fact that I'm not staying stagnant. I'm moving forward because what I feed will grow and what I starve will die.
Every time you're doing what you're supposed to do and it don't look like it's supposed to look, and people get in your ear and all of a sudden you don't feel comfortable no more and you feel under pressure, instead of you going in the pocket and being who you're supposed to be, you start running another way. Why you keep crying about pushing through obstacles? Listen, you got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. You fight on the street, but when your teacher give you a math test, now you want to punk out. Somebody tell you to write a 5-page paper, now you scared. Don't back up on no test. You approach the test the same way you approach somebody who approach you on the streets. You don't quit, you don't give up, you don't run. Stop running from it and run to it. Stop telling me what you're going through. The greats, they get to it, they go through it. Stop running and face it. And the harder it is, the better.
keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't try and stop and pull people out the race to come look at blood dripping down your face. Don't feel sorry for yourself and try and organize a pity party. The shock's a part of the program. It's necessary that you develop stickability, that you take a stand, that you dig in. It's necessary to know there are going to be some difficult times, that when you are in transition, there's going to be a drop in your energy. You're going to be tired. That's why it's so important that when you get up in the morning, when your feet hit the ground, you stand up, getting up. All right, life, I'm ready for you. I'm fortifying myself. I'm meditating. I'm reading my goals. I know it's possible, and I know it's necessary that I put my stuff to the test. So I'm coming out here. I know I'm going to have to take some blows to find out how strong I am. Can I stand up? I know I'm going to experience some rejection and disappointment. I know I'm going to have some cash flow problems, some relationship problems. I know there are going to be some hard decisions to make. I know there are going to be some moments when I don't know what to do, that things are going to be so uncertain that I'm going to feel overwhelmed and feel like I can't handle it. I know I'm going to experience all of that. Why? It's necessary. It's a part of life. All of that will create you into a certain kind of person. That as you go through that experience, what you become in the process, the goal itself will be anticlimactic. You'll discover a part of you that you did not know was there.
So you can look yourself in the mirror with respect.
Each and every one of you got a vision, man. A vision to do more, be more. That vision has been given to you. But a lot of us, we discredit ourselves so much of the not enoughs. I'm not enough for this, I'm not enough for that. Congratulations. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for certain things because certain things aren't enough for you. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for that job because there's a job greater for you. Maybe some doors have to close in your life so you can walk through the better doors that are meant for your life. Maybe sometimes you gotta get some no's that don't make no sense to walk into your yes. I've learned this in life. Rejection is the ultimate protection. Rejection is just redirection for what God has for your life. But so many of us in here, we're thinking that, oh man, my life is over. I want to tell you right now, your life is not over. Your life is just beginning. You are a choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life. A choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life.
Do you have the courage to embrace failure? To understand that each setback is not a blockade, but a stepping stone towards your aspirations?
Fear kills dreams. It kills hope. It puts people in the hospital. Fear can age you. Fear can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you from doing it.
Most people will continue to live quiet lives of desperation, never amounting to anything significant in this life. They might try to do something they really want to do one time. They'll fail and then go back to doing what they were comfortable doing, telling themselves and other people that it doesn't work. And many people hope for great things to happen to them, but they don't really believe it.
Hope is bullshit because it's not in your hands. You can't control hope, man. But when you get belief, it's the belief that you harness through hard work and dedication. And it's something that you know what you are capable of because you've gone there several times in those dark times. So my belief, why I kept on going back to Navy SEAL training and going back to all these different things, not because I hoped training would get easier. It's because I believed I could make it.
The path to success isn't a straight walk into the sunset. It's a journey punctuated with challenges that ask, do you really want this? Your greatest moments won't always stem from triumphs. Often they are born from defeats. For it is in these defeats that we learn to rise again.
Don't surrender to your struggle. Make that struggle surrender to you. You see, pain is temporary, but giving up is forever. Never settle for good enough when you know inside you live something better. You didn't come this far just to settle. You didn't come this far just to accept whatever. You came this far to take it to your next level. You came this far to become something greater. They don't care what odds are stacked against you, my friends. You will have these faith. So for your family, for your life, for your vision, for this world, don't you ever stop working.
I would rather aim for the stars and not hit them than to not aim at all. I would rather go after it and not get it than not go after it at all. I I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. I don't want to live with that idea. Wonder what would have happened had I done more with my life. I'm gonna go for it. Come hell or high water, I'm going after my destiny.
And I ask you a question, what is the benefit? What's the benefit of allowing fear to hold you back? What's the benefit of giving up on yourself? Of not stepping out on life and taking life on? What is the benefit for you? What's the plus in that? You gotta ask yourself, how long am I gonna allow this to hold me back?
You cannot let your fear hold you back from your destiny. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Do it broke, do it scared, do it nervous, do it trembling, do it on your knees, do it with help, do it on crutches, do it in a wheelchair. Whatever the case may be, you gotta do it.
Because you don't want to end up in a nursing home, sitting on your deathbed wondering what would have happened if you'd only had more courage. You don't want to end up in an old folks home, and your dying thought is, I wish I would have tried harder.
You are rare, unique, in a class all by yourself. You have a voice, a fingerprint, thoughts like nobody else. Believe even when everything falls apart. You might not know how, but believe you'll make it.
Declare, this is my life. These are my dreams. I can have whatever I want, be whatever I want, go wherever I want, and I'm gonna go all in to get it. You need to wake up in the morning and decide, I'm gonna be fearless. I will not allow fear to take control of my life. I'm in charge here, and nothing out there is going to stop me. Don't allow life to play you. You must play life.
You need to ask yourself, what makes it worth for me to keep going? What's my why? Write down the reasons why you deserve your dream. Let them be your anchor, your unwavering force that keeps you steady in the storm. When your reasons for getting it done are strong enough, you'll get through anything that stands in your way.
And you gotta remind yourself, your current situation is not your final destination. It's just a phase, and it will pass. The key to overcoming fear and adversity is to keep moving. No matter how slow, no matter how painful, you've got to grind every day. Don't be seduced by the easy path. Choose the hard one, for it leads to greatness.
Let your dreams be so vivid, so tangible that you can taste them, imagine them, live them in your mind, and then bring them into reality. Your dreams should be so powerful that they pull you through the toughest of times.
Take responsibility for your life. Decide that no matter what happens, you will not be defeated. You will not quit. You've come too far to give up now. Your character is defined not in comfort and convenience, but in challenge and controversy.
So stand up for what you believe in. Push through the pain, the fear, the doubt. Fight for your dreams, for your destiny. And know without a shred of doubt that you are capable of overcoming anything life throws your way.
As you take charge of your life, as you continue to walk into your next level, everybody won't see it and everybody won't get it, but it's not meant for them to get. Most of this world lacks faith, and a lot of us, faith is like the opposite for us. We have to see it to believe it, but we know faith is having vision in the unseen. Faith is having knowing in the unknown. And so it's time for you to walk that journey and trust the vision that's been given to you. And I want you to give it to the world.
Life is going to happen. And you're gonna set up a plan, and you're gonna have a vision, and you're gonna hope that it's gonna turn out perfect. But what so often happens in life is that things get burned, and things go the wrong way. And it's in that moment that you're gonna have to choose your reaction. You have a choice to make. Do you have the right reaction, or do you have the wrong reaction? Some of us were tempted, I'll just lay here, and it will pass over me. I'm telling you, you will be in a vicious cycle forever. You have to get up.
Some of you have been knocked out by life, and you got up and saw the blood. He hit me. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You're already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. What's your why? You need a why. Why do you need a why? Because some days you're going to say, I don't want to get up. But that why is going to say, I'll push yourself. Get up. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. Your why is gonna push you when you can't push yourself. When you wanna quit and give up, your why is gonna give you that edge you need, that advantage you need, that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why.
You better go inside. You still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you when you already your superhero. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need in your head. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you.
You've been doing it for 5 years and it don't look like you think. You put all your money in it. You put all your time in it. People are looking at you crazy. 5 years you've invested whole. You have nothing to do with what happened to you. It's not your fault. You got knocked on the ground. You had absolutely nothing to do with that. And I'm not blaming you for that. But if I come back a week later, you're still on the ground. That's your fault. If I come back a year later, you still on the ground, that's your fault. If you get knocked down, there's nothing you can do about it. But getting back up has every single thing to do with you. And you will promise me that from this day forward, you will not be defeated.
There's a power in you that can enable you to be stronger and better than anything that's out here. Once you begin to know who you are, once you discover this power, the perfect essence of who you are, that's in all of us, that's permeating our being, that enable us to be the directors of our lives, it will set you free from believing, I can't see myself doing any better. That you truly can live a healthy, happy, prosperous life, and that you can make it in what are called the worst of times. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And you are tough. You're made of some special stuff.
Until you have had the taste of finishing, until you follow through, until something is done, fighting through tears and trials and tests, and pushing through all of it. Until you get to that point, you will not respect yourself.
Persistence, patience, perseverance. When something doesn't work, there's always another solution.
You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever gonna get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. And it's not the end until you've given up.
Whatever dream you have, you're gonna have moments of feeling deceived and isolated and persecuted and condemned and powerless. Long journey, long dark night of the soul, but when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it in you. When it doesn't make sense to anybody, including you sometimes, just hold on. Every time you find yourself saying that you can't do something, putting yourself down, being negative about you and the possibilities for you, you've got to literally catch yourself. And you've got to affirm to yourself in the process, hey, no, I can make it. There's some way this can happen for me. You've got to remind yourself that you've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet. That once you give yourself an opportunity to try and to experiment with your life, to stretch, you'll find out you can do more than you could ever begin to imagine.
It's only gonna take one more for that thing to happen that you want to achieve. It's only gonna take one more. You have more in you. You're probably one idea away from it. You're probably one step away from it. You're probably one action item away from it. You're literally one more away from whatever it is you're trying to do to get to the next level. Just one more. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. You are not the person you want to be, and it's not going to take you 20 shots. For some of you, it's one more shot. For some of you, it's two more shots, and you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier, and my whole life will change. I just need to get up 1 hour earlier. I just need to work 1 hour longer. You just need one more shot at your life, one more perspective at your life, one more way to look at your life, one more way to act and behave your life. You just need one more. Give it one more day. Give it one more chance. Give it one more opportunity. I dropped out of school. I'm not going back to college. Go back. You weren't the right version of you. Go back now. You need one more shot at it. You'll finish this time. Give me that adversity one more time. I saw it the wrong way last time. I just need one more adversity. I just need one more challenge. I just need one more opportunity to show you that I can be responsible Just give me one more time with adversity so I can learn how to understand adversity. It's not about the hand you were dealt, but now I'm giving it one more time. You're going to play your hand differently. Let me look at the same hand, but let me look at it a different way now. And the problem with some of you in this room, you will never be great because every time you go through pain, every time you go through a problem, every time you go through discouragement, you give up and you quit and you do not understand that at the end of pain is your millions. At the end of pain is your reward. At the end of pain is your productivity. At the end of pain is your promise. So do me a favor, stop crying about it and use your energy to get through it. I just need one more shot. The last 20 shots, I was a victim. I need one more shot. This time I need to act like a victor. Recycle your pain. You can decide the shape, the form. You can decide the product that comes from your pain. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to quit in the process. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. Average people live off talent. Phenomenal people live off efforts. I want you to get to a place in your life that every mistake you make, every setback you get, every obstacle that you don't overcome, every barrier you can't climb, I don't want you to give up, but I want you to fail forward. You gotta learn from your mistakes, that every mistake you make, you fail in class, get back up and try again. You lose a job, get back up and try again. You put all your money in investment, get back and try it again. If you start a business and it don't work, don't stop, don't quit. Fail forward. Learn from each and every one of your mistakes. Don't quit, don't give up. If it gets hard, you tired, not around yourself, you double tired if you have to, but you hold on.
You've got to be so relentless, regardless of what comes down the pike, that you're always looking for a way to get over, always looking for a way that you can break through, always looking for a way that you can win, always looking for a way that you can strike a telling blow. If we hang in there, if we give out but don't give up, if we continue to resolve, again, yes, it's hard. Yes, I'm ready for it to be hard. Don't want it easy, but I want what's mine. Whatever stands in my way, I'm willing to pay this price for this breakthrough, for this talent, for this skill, for this dream, this goal that I have. Yes, I've been knocked down. Yes, I've been devastated, but I'm back now. And I know, even though it's hard, I will do it hard. And I'm going to come back again and again and again and again until I get what I want.